Hey guys, it's me again. So today I wanted to go over the BBS live commentary that Zack did and how I think it connects to the Snyder Cut and the bigger picture of things, especially with how the stream ended. And really a whole bunch of other stuff actually did help me come to this conclusion, and that is that I think Zack Snyder's Justice League actually takes place in a different dimension. Now, how does that work really? I how I figured this out really, I basically had to level up to to bring in my Gravity Falls version of myself, where where really I had to go deep into the past, where in my last video I said that the Crisis of Infinite Earths was the key to everything, and and really how there might be a movie TV crossover event that might actually happen in the final moments, and that actually did turn out to be true, as we come to know with that Flash meets Flash moment. And that also is a key topic. And so, how I think and really how I think just how I think Zack Snyder's Justice League will be in a different universe is really something that Green Arrow said at the final moments of Crisis of Infinite Earths. So you take a listen to this, and you'll finally see why. So there's an ad going. A single black infinity. So Here it is. In the end, there was only one. A single black infinitude. Then the infinitude found release. And finally, the darkness broke, filling it with life. With the multiverse. Every existence multiplied by possibility. So right there, so right there, that's in the final moments of the Crisis of Infinite Earths crossover, where we had Oliver say that anything is possible now with the crisis being over. Now, how does that connect it to the Snyderverse being back? Like he said, anything is possible with the imagination now. Now, I think that was a subtle way of saying that the Snyderverse is coming back, and it is going to be in another dimension. And really it does seem to connect that way, with because for those who don't know, really, Zack actually said what inspired him to do the DCEU was the Injustice video games and Injustice comics. So that means that there is definitely intentional multiverse layers in there. So the and really how that also connect this also can be how the Ayer cut is going to be in the DCEU, and that has to do with it, with the movie being the Suicide Squad. Now, for those of you who don't know, people have been saying the Suicide Squad, James Gunn's Suicide Squad, is a sequel to David Ayer's Suicide Squad, where David Ayer months ago actually said that no, it's not a sequel to his Suicide Squad, but to him it's quote his, and I'm paraphrasing, basically James Gunn's own story. So so really the question comes up with is how can something be not a sequel but someone's own story? So, and the answer is another dimension. Like James Gunn's Suicide Squad, it takes a place in another dimension where there are some familiar faces, but but it might be a different origin. Like we don't know until the movie comes out, but that's what it's implying. And same could also be for Wonder Woman 1984. It could be a different universe where Wonder Woman didn't turn her back on humanity for 100 years. And in this universe, she was actually helping out a lot more, and and really was helping out, and really it all comes full circle to the way Zack was talking in his live stream, because because in throughout the live stream I was in this full on homework mode, going on like, okay, let's see what's going on here. And so basically what I found interesting, and it took me 3 times to look at this, and what was very interesting, and it was looking at me in the face the entire time, was the way Zack was talking. He was talking throughout the whole thing like he was like just the sequel, like Justice League or any of the Warner Brothers stuff. It didn't happen, and not even all of the release the and all of the hashtag release the Snyder Cut happened. Like he was talking like he was in a different dimension where none of this stuff has happened and there hasn't been a sequel for it yet. So, in other words, like, think about it like this. He was talking, and it's like we were watching a BB. Think about it like this: we were seeing a this live stream that was happening in another dimension, and really how that and really it kind of does fit with this whole Flash meets Flash moment and the crisis. Like I said, I needed to level up to go into this video. So here's what happened in the Flash meets Flash moment. So we saw the Flash, Ezra Miller's Flash meets Grant's Flash, and really what happened was we had Ezra Miller's Flash disappear, and so and that was and we kind of found that as weird, right? So then if we connect this to the to Zack Snyder's closing moments the in the Bureau live stream, it's very similar to what happened in BVS and what happened in the Crisis crossover. So, and and especially in this moment where where I want to thank Vero for posting the full Batman live commentary on stream. And let me just fast forward to the closing moments, and it should be right here. Oh, not yet. Hold up. A whole bunch of crazy stuff about the 17-minute mark. So so here we go. This is the final minute of the live stream.
So it was really fun, and I hope it was fun for you guys. Like I said, it was really fun for me. I really appreciate everything that you guys say about the movie. That you continue to love the movie as I do, and really fun, really great. So I guess I'll sign off. You know what? I think they should make a sequel to this movie someday. That would be amazing. That would really be something else. Yeah, I want to know what happens to these guys. I mean, don't they eventually, I don't know, form some?
And that was it. So, for those of you who actually saw the actual live stream, this actually confirms that that cut that cut really was intentional by Zack Snyder, like a connection from a different dimension being cut, or like that Flash meets Flash moment where Ezra Miller's Flash disappeared, and really we kind of saw that as nothing, like a pretty cool fun moment. So basically what I'm saying is this whole this is that what I'm basically saying is Zack Snyder's Justice League is going to take place in a different dimension, or and also the that will be also the air cut, and that's the same situation with James Gunn's Suicide Squad, the air cut, and also Wonder Woman 1984. So my thing is like, who would, like I said in in the video in my Crisis of Infinite the Crisis of Infinite Earths is the key to everything video. I I said that my theory was that the true crisis is yet to come, and that will be Darkseid trying to take over the entire multiverse. And 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 really, like, with that, I think it might be true, because if you think about it, don't doesn't DC Comics have some kind of final